New economic data does little to inspire confidence. New home sales dropped 8.5% in March to 17-year low, according to the Commerce Department, and U.S. durable goods fell for a third straight month. I'm Kelsey Hubbard, and John Lonsky joins me now. He is chief economist at Moody's Investors Service. Thank you for being here again to parse out these numbers for us and all the data. What do you think of these housing numbers? Not good, obviously, suggesting we're still in a housing crisis.
Yeah, worse than expected. We also had a run-up in the ratio of the number of months it takes to deplete the existing supply of unsold new homes. This tells us there will be more downward pressure placed on home prices. Perhaps the only consolation from the latest data on new home sales might be that home sales are now so low relative to the size of the labor force, chances are that we may begin to see a stabilization of home sales fairly soon. We had better see home sales stabilize fairly soon, given that they are now at a 17-year low.
And you mentioned the labor force. What can we look for in terms of jobs here?
Well, we believe that payrolls, after declining by 80,000 in the month of March, perhaps declined by an even deeper 100,000 in the month of April. Such a change is not going to boost confidence in the nearness of a bottom for economic activity. Our sense is that perhaps it won't be until the third quarter that the U.S. economy shows signs of exiting from its current slump.
All right, we're switching now to U.S.-built durable goods. They fell for the third straight month in March. Obviously not a good sign for manufacturers.
Now, that's an odd one. You would think that with all of the strength in exports, durable goods orders would be doing better, but they're not. But we also want to consider that one of the factors that depressed durable goods orders in the month of March was a big drop in new orders for motor vehicles and parts. And that brings attention to just how costly this latest surge in energy prices might prove to be for the U.S. economy. It could very well be that by June, the price of gasoline will reach $4 per gallon. And that's not going to make Detroit's plight any easier. And worse yet, this ought to adversely affect consumer spending in general.
Again, tip of the driving season there in June, so for consumers as well, that'll be tough.
Yeah, correct. And, you have consumers now, they're struggling with a loss of jobs, worsened prospects for income growth. A number of consumers are having a hard time making good on their debt repayment obligations. The last thing they need at this point in time is gasoline at $4 per gallon. And let's also consider how poor same-store sales have been doing of late. So this just worsens the outlook for retailing, and yet today I think we find that retail sector stocks are higher on balance.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you.
I've been speaking with John Lonsky, chief economist at Moody's Investors Service. I'm Kelsey Hubbard in New York.